Dr. Joseph Martin. It's my pleasure and honor today to share with you the life of Sarada Devi, who was the consort, the spiritual consort and incarnation of the Divine Feminine for Sri Paramahansa Ramakrishna, whose video we've just put up as well. Here's a photo of her. This is Sri Sarada Devi. This is her as a younger woman, beautiful looking woman. She, like Ramakrishna, is a wonderful mystic from the 19th century in India. And this is her husband, a non-consummated marriage with Ramakrishna. Beautiful image of Ramakrishna, best known worldwide, actually, this particular photo. And again, here's Sarada Devi. Now, these two individuals are world-renowned now. I'll just tell you a bit about her. She was born in 1853 and to a Brahmin family. And when she was 5 years of age, there was an arranged marriage, as is the case within the same caste in India back in the 1800s and 1900s, with Ramakrishna, who was 23 at the time. When she became 18 years of age, she actually moved to the temple where he had become a Shiva Kali monk. And she became a nun and never consummated her marriage. And her whole life actually was devoted to being an incarnation of the Divine Feminine. She's one of the many women in the history of humanity that I will be focusing on in a long lineage of incarnations of the Divine Feminine directly from Source and from previous historical incarnations as other divine women. Of course, this would include Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, Rabia, and many, many more as well. So we'd like to follow up with Sarada Devi here now. She was a great female mystic. She was initiated in the many great spiritual techniques of Advaita Vedanta and japa, which are mantras that are used by people who are initiated into a particular tradition in India. It's part of a meditation practice. And so when she would awake at 3 a.m. every day, she, until daylight, and that could be, of course, many hours until daylight, she would do meditation and japa and repeat mantras of the holy name of the Divine Feminine. Particularly, it might be Om Kali Ma, Om, or Om Ma, Om. These are the great mantras of the Divine Feminine that women and men can use now at our time as well. And because Kali is the consort, the energy field for the masculine part of Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, which has been said to be the greatest mantra for our 21st century to move us through this time out of spiritual darkness, spiritual materialism, and the falling apart of our society and its fractured society, fractured psyches, and fractured spiritual awareness. So Sarada Devi would do that until daylight, and then the rest of the day she would basically be a monastical householder. She basically cooked for Ramakrishna and all his male disciples, and some of the nuns who were devotees of Ramakrishna helped her cook as well. That was her daily life. Other than the fact that she was initiated by Ramakrishna in the divine spiritual samadhi ways, and she herself gave a lot of counsel and initiation, spiritual initiation, to many women and men who came from all over India and eventually from all over the world. As you know from our introduction to Ramakrishna, the Ramakrishna Vivekananda Society or movement is now worldwide and in most cities of the entire world. Sarada Devi, was so revered. She was quite a silent woman, very devoted to her inner spiritual awareness and search. Just a very sweet, open bhakti heart. Spoke very little, if at all, and just showered people with her love and her divine presence. Many people felt instant love and joy just by being in her presence in a very honest, humble way and manner. When Ramakrishna passed into spirit in 1886, 1986, she continued on to be the main center or focus for the Ramakrishna movement worldwide. She went to the Vaishnava temple or Shiva temple up in the northern part of India. She traveled with some of the other nuns and monks, including Vivekananda, to all the great centers in India to share the knowledge of Ramakrishna and how to find direct inner experience of God and the source of all that is. She continued to do this for 34 years after the Mahasamadhi, or the conscious exit of Ramakrishna from his physical overcoat or body. And then she continued to do this and spent her whole life basically just supporting all the Ramakrishna movement monks and nuns in her lifetime. If there ever was or is in our times and times to come an example of the beauty and the divinity and the purity of the divine feminine, it must be Sarada Devi. I'm very blessed to have her experience in my life in this incarnation and to be able to draw on her well of great peace and joy in the deepest inner silence, which leads to complete openness to the divinity within. My hope and my suggestion, perhaps even an inspiration for you, is that you too get in touch with your own inner feminine divinity. It matters not whether you're a man or a woman, the soul is innately feminine with respect to the divine creator and the cosmic consciousness. You can find in this time of great global consciousness and superconscious awareness that is emerging within our hearts all over the world, the deepest feminine side of yourself, and experience the fact that you too are an incarnation of the great divine spiritual feminine, linked and united in the heart with the great divine earthly feminine in this sacred flesh that you inhabit. When Sarada Devi, at the age of 67, was passing into spirit and her body was weakening, she spoke to all the disciples and anyone around her, and she said these final words before passing into her Mahasamadhi. She said, "Find no fault with anyone around you. Judge them not. Discover the faults within yourself. The whole world belongs to you. Everyone you see is a sister and a brother. There is one world and we are all family. Discover the whole world within yourself." And having said that, she peacefully passed into spirit. All my love and blessings to you. May Sarada Devi shower you with love and wisdom and knowledge and bhakti to live a divine healing life for yourself. And may you experience that love and share that with all your sisters and brothers, everyone you meet every day for the rest of your lives. Om Kali Ma, and blessings from Sarada Devi to you.